old life, really, and what God has done. And I know that many of you have already heard my testimony, but I just want to give a little bit of what God has brought me through. Many years ago, I met Steve. I wasn't a Christian, and fell in love with one another, didn't we? And I moved in with him. So I moved in with him. His mum and sister, both born-again Christians. And we drank a lot, and we smoked a lot of pot. We took drugs. And basically, I was in a bit of a mess. I was very depressed, up and down, manic, bad-tempered. I was going out, getting drunk, and then I was taking a lot of drugs. And every time Steve's mum saw me, I'd see her coming up the road, and I'd think, oh no, she's got a Bible. Oh no, I'm going to hide. When the phone rang, I didn't answer it because I thought it's Steve's mum. But anyway, I did grow to really love her, and every time she prayed for me, something happened. But I was really struggling because I was living in sin, and we were living together. I was going out, partying, getting drunk, taking drugs. I got involved in the occult, tarot, spiritualism, you name it, and I was actually heading in that direction. I did eventually give my heart to the Lord. Steve's mum invited me to church, and I thought, I'm going. I was a nervous wreck. And when I came home, I said to Steve, your mum knows everything about us. She's told the pastor of the church. And Steve said, no, she doesn't. She knows that we're smoking pot, and she knows that we're doing this, that. And obviously, nobody had told the pastor, but it was God talking to me. But I did eventually, I got on my knees, and I just said, Lord, I need you more than anything. I need you. And I had to move out of the house that we were living in, because I actually felt that God had saved me, and I actually felt that as soon as I gave my heart to the Lord and he forgave me and saved me, I actually felt clean. I actually felt like, obviously we were having a physical relationship, I actually felt like I was a virgin again, and I could not live with Steve. I had to move out. So I moved out, and I kept thinking, if we get married, I'll be able to move back in. Because I, obviously really loved him, and kept sort of thinking of all the things that I could do, if we get married. And Steve's mum said, let God sort Steve out. Just be patient. So it was a real journey. It was real hard. But anyway, I moved out, and then within about a month, Steve was saved and asked me to marry him. And obviously we got married. But even though I just felt that God had saved me, as time went on, the depression started to creep back in. And I remember, and I was struggling. I'd stopped, obviously, drinking. I'd stopped smoking, stopped taking drugs. And I remember I was in church, and I just said, Lord, why am I still struggling? I know that you've saved me, but I'm still struggling. Why am I still struggling? It's hard. And we started singing this song, for it's only in your will that I am free. And as we sang it, I just felt the Holy Spirit just really knocked me out, because it was, you're not in my will. I've saved you. I've moved, done things that are right, but I was still trying to live my old life. And there were things that I had to just let go of. There were friends that were in the occult. They were still taking drugs. They still had that. They were still there. But I knew that I had to let go. I had to let go and ask God to help me to be in his will. And it wasn't until I just recognized, Lord, I want to be in your will. And then God started to show me the doors that had to close, the people that I had to start coming away from, until I was stronger. And then things started to just really fall into place. And yeah, it'll always be a struggle. We'll always have things come our way. But it was the words of those songs, it is only in your will, in my will that I am free. So I just really felt that I wanted to share that, because we can sometimes think that everything's okay, and then we think, oh, why is it a struggle? And then, Lord, okay, show me why it is a struggle. But yeah, I just really felt that I had to share that, because there are things in our lives that we do have to put behind us and move forward.